Hello, welcome back. I'm Claire. This is Purple Poppy, and today we're on the final part of our April monthly. So, the sewing machine man did cometh and fix my machine, so I have now sewn the patchwork to the lace piece that we had. And I did fold it over and stitch there and there to give me a little bit of a pocket that I could tuck some bits and pieces in. I have stitched my signatures into my base on that side and on that side, and I have stuck it in so it's now all one piece. Okay, so there you go. So now what I want to do is get a closure on here and show you the pouch that I've made. So this is a napkin that has been stuck to a book page. It's actually a map, and a spare piece I put inside when I've stitched it. But before stitching it, I did the monogram on it and screwed it all up and softened it, and now it feels like fabric. It's absolutely beautiful. And then because my sewing machine was fixed, I just literally stitched all the way around it, which obviously stitched my pouch closed and stitched in this pocket piece here as well. So I just want now to go around with my pinking shears and trim this off. Now, I'm not going to show you the monogram on this one because there is lots and lots of videos out there that you can go and watch how to do it, but also I am going to be doing it as part of the new May Journal Monthly. So you can either hunt around on YouTube and find a video on how to do it. Lots of people show you. I followed the video by Mel at A Treasured Page because her version is without any oil or glycerine and I felt that was going to be a better option than adding oils in. So yeah, I will be showing you that for the May Journal Monthly. So got all those pieces off. We've now got this nice serrated edge. I've got a broken clip here, so I'm going to put some of my Do Anything Uhu glue and I'm going to pop it around this top half, and this is going to act as a closure, not in that it's actually going to close in the usual way, but just that the pure weight of it. Let's find the centre. I think the centre is there. The pure weight of it will hold that flap down shut. So I'm just going to press that in place and leave that to adhere. And then while that is doing that, I found this piece, put that out the way there for a minute. I found this piece of lace and I thought that that would make a very nice closure. You see it's got this natural sort of point around this flower there, and I thought if I positioned that about there and if I trim around this flower here, I can position that say about there. that'll act as a nice closure. So I'm going to take my little sharp scissors, just showing you alternative ways to make closures. They don't have to be, you know, ties or... So I'm just following the shape in the lace. You know how I like that. I don't like lace when it's cut in straight lines. I like the patterning in it to work for me. See, so we've got this. I just need to take a little bit more off of there. And then we've got that natural point. And I think I like that matched extra on there, so I'm not going to trim any further around that one. So this is now going to sit. It's more important I get the front one right, because I want that there. So I'm now going to trim open this piece, and that is going to create a buttonhole for me. And I've chosen this metal button. Actually, it's plastic, but it's made to look like a metal button. Just make sure that's gonna, yeah, go through there. So then I want to apply that on there. Now, my original thought was to obviously get a needle and thread and stitch it in place, and then I thought, oh, how novel, we could use this rusty safety pin. So I'm gonna take my pin just, oh, she says, where it's rusty, it's a little bit blunt. Through there, I'm obviously not going all the way through because I want to use my pocket. So just through the top, then through my button, and then back through my fabric again. I just thought it would be a novel way to do a closure. Now, with a non-rusty pin, it might be a bit easier. But we are not going to be beaten by a rusty pin. So, there we go. We've pushed that through. Now I'm really sorry because it sounds like there's a child screaming in the street. So, if you can hear that, I do apologise. Push that through. Do that safety pin up. And now we've got double interest because we've got the button on the safety pin on there. I think that's quite fun, don't you? And then we can do up our button like so. Okay, so that's now, oh, I've got the pin through as well. There we go. So now we've got our closure, and then if we bring it over, tuck that in, we can work out where we want it. About there, give it some growing room. Now you could glue this, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue just to hold it in place. Oh, it will be a little bit of glue because I'm at the end of my stick. And just press that down. But now I'm going to stitch it as well. So, because we all know that stitching is always going to outlast any level of glue. So I've got a needle and some white thread. This is 100% cotton thread. Oh, excuse me. Bit of a hiccup there. Just thread that through there, she says. There we go. Thread that through. Get a knot in the end. And because we obviously don't want that knot at the front, I'm going to come through from the back. I'm going to pick up there we go, pick up a piece of fabric. Now if I'd have thought about this, which obviously I didn't, I could have stitched this down probably much easier before I glued in the actual journal, because obviously now it's stiff where it's glued to the actual journal. But that's what happens when you don't think about it beforehand. But it's going to be fine. There we go. And then a little tiny pinch on the top, so it's almost like an invisible thread. And pull that back through. Just obviously stitching it down. To make sure that it's held well and truly down, because obviously it's going to get a lot of movement on this if we're opening and closing our journal. And obviously I'm just spinning it round just because it makes it a bit easier for me to stitch it. I've basically tried to go around most of that leaf shape to make sure it's connected in lots of places. So how are you? What have you all been up to? Not much to report from this quarter. The sun's out today, which is quite nice. Right, I feel like I've got all of that now. So I'm going to undo it at the front so that I can flip it round. Flip it round, bring my needle to the back, like so, and then I can just come through, make sure I'm through that base cloth, and then I can just get a nice knot. There we go. That's just a piece of that mauve glue, that'll dry and disappear. So this is well stitched on. This is going to come round and do up. If you're worried about this buttonhole stretching, you could 100% do a little running stitch round there to close it, but I do like it. I like the point and the different lace to the lace on there. So our little pouch is finished, and I wanted to put that at the end of that signature there. There you go, we're all done and ready for next year's journaling in this book. So I hope you've enjoyed that one. It was quite different to the others that we've done. I don't know why I can't now do a buttonhole, goodness sake. There you go. I like that it's floppy and that you can see all of these pieces. Yeah, I'm very pleased with it, and also it is generated from something that I found that was already done and scrappy. So there you go, there's my April book. If you're going to want to be joining along with the May book, you're going to be needing some kind of corrugated card, and you'll see we cut it into strips. So you're going to want some corrugated card. You're going to want a napkin of some sort to make your pouch, and as well as the napkin you'll want some kind of packaging type paper. So there's April. I hope you've enjoyed her. Thank you so much for coming along on the journey. I hope you found joy and inspiration in the videos that have put her together. And if you want to join in with next month, you can prepare yourself with some packaging paper, a napkin, or interesting tissue paper. I mean, if you don't have napkins and you do have dressmaker's tissue, you could use that. And then you'll want some corrugated card. So that's for next month, and here's our completed book. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay safe. I'll see you very soon. Ta-ta for now.